Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. I want to talk about something that I think is very disturbing, and I want to respond to this article that I read in reference to actress Jennifer Lewis, who claims that makes a statement basically on social media: "Stop killing our children." Okay, yeah, stop killing our black children. Of course, she's a black woman. She's well known for have starred in many different shows. I think a couple of movies. I think she was in I think she was in What's Love Got to Do with It? Excellent movie, by the way. Like mid '90s. She played Tina Turner's mother, right? Yeah. So she said something that's really crazy, and of course, this is in reference to the situation on the boat with the young black man whose body was found up later. Supposedly, he was left behind by his white friends. And so there's been a whole lot of hoopla about that. Many are accusing the friends, the white boys, of murder or negligence or whatever. Let's get into this article, and I'm going to give you my spin on this, but because at one point I stayed silent about it because I didn't have all the details. But I'm going to read through this article, and then I'm going to give you my spin on this, and I'm going to give you what I think is the real issue here. I think the issue is way more complicated than many think. But I also feel that once again we get into this racial situation, as if it's this vendetta against black people to just off black people simply because they're black. But let's get into this. Unbelievable, man. Actress Jennifer Lewis posted a bizarre video to social media in which she went on an unhinged rhyming rant claiming that white people are killing black people. These are supposedly her words. "Stop killing our children, son of a bee," Lewis declared at the beginning of the video, which she posted to social media alongside the caption, "My sincere condolences to all the families around the world who have lost their children to so much hatred." As a matter of fact, let me see if I can play this video. I really don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can play some of this. And this is supposedly her, right?
"Stop killing our children, son of a bitch. We don't care if you think you're rich. We love our children.
Shut the H-E-L-L up. Who are these people?
And we're getting tired of being called as the next of kin. You twisted monsters are going too far. Don't you know your own children will suffer if you keep magnifying this civil war? The people are becoming more and more empowered.
No, the people are becoming more and more crazy.
But not your soul, coward. Once again, we love our children and the color of their skin.
Oh my God. These people are just ridiculous. That's all. That's it. You heard that. Those were her words. It ain't no AI. This is you can kind of see it here. She's like an old hag. I mean, that's clearly racial. We love our children and their black skin. What if it's someone that was white and said, "We love our children and their white skin"? All hell would break loose. Why do we let these people talk? Why do we let these people do what they do? I don't understand it. Who's stoking the flames of division here for a civil war? It sounds like you're doing it. Sounds like you're doing it, Jenny in the Bronx. Sounds like you're doing it, boo-boo. Oh, Lord. Anyway, in the caption of her post, the actress included a hashtag citing Nolan Xavier Wells, an 18-year-old student athlete from Mississippi who vanished during a 4th of July boat trip with friends to Horn Island, a barrier island near the border of Mississippi and Alabama. After a multi-day search, a U.S. park ranger found Wells' body on the island. His friends, meanwhile, told authorities that Wells had decided to stay on the island to talk with a girl, Rolling Stones reported. I mean, let me say this right up front. It's very, very fortunate that this happened, okay? And my condolences are to the family. I pray that God would strengthen them. God strengthen his family through this ordeal and give them encouragement, Lord. Build them up in the time of their need right now in the name of Jesus. So I pray for and I send my condolences and prayers to the family. But it says that he decided to stay on the island to talk with a girl. That sounds like, listen, I'm not making accusations, but that sounds like something a black guy, a black young kid would want to do. I see this all the time with black people. They don't have any control over their hormones. I see this all the time with whites too. Whites the same way. Others, I've seen it all over, but mainly with us. I talk about our people, because that's what I'm a part of. So I see that all the time. They can't keep their thing inside their pants. Chances, is it possible that he wanted to stay on the island to talk to this girl? Probably so. I'm staying here. I'm finna tap this. I'm finna hit this. I'm staying here, brother. Y'all go ahead. I'm finna hit this. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. From the people we've talked to, it sounds like he chose to stay on the island with the assumption that he was going to ride back to the mainland with someone else, Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter told the Associated Press. Ledbetter added that Wells' friends have been cooperating with investigation. On Tuesday, Wells' family, who is demanding answers, of course, retained attorney Ben Crump, who announced that he would be conducting an independent investigation. I wonder what kind of man he is, walking around with a bow tie on and come on. I wonder if he's one of those woke pro-blackity black lawyers. I wonder. Anyway, the attorney also posted an image featuring one white man with 3 black men on a boat, along with the caption, "What if the rules were reversed?" And a second photo that showed Wells and his 3 white friends, suggesting the student's peers had something to do with his untimely death. And I don't know if you can see this, but here you got 3 black guys and 1 white guy. I mean, the Lord, he's trying to make an accusation. He's trying to make a point, but it's a point that's moot. It says, in his post, Crump asserted that if the skin color was the opposite, then the 3 fictionist black men, quote, would have been arrested already. No, they would not have been arrested already, you idiot. What? If why would they arrest him? On what grounds? On what grounds would the police arrest if these were 3 black boys and the white guy ended up dead, stand behind? Why would they arrest the 3 black boys? On what grounds? That would not have happened. It's people like this that keep the flames going. It isn't white people. It's idiots like this that keep the flames going. It's people like Jennifer Lewis that say, we love our kids and their black skin, that keeps this racial tension going. It's these Marxist nutbags. Unbelievable, man. The attorney also insisted, quote, there was evidence that Wells and his friends, quote, were arguing. Let's go on. Crump then bizarrely called out Breitbart News by name, while failing to spell it correctly, claiming that Breitbart, along with several other right-wing media, you see what I'm saying? See how the division is going? Would have, quote, blasted their mugshots on a continuous reel and delved into any past indiscretion they could find in order to demonize them. No one needs to find anything to demonize these black boys, because a lot of these black kids out here, no one needs to demonize them. They're already acting like demons. Why would I demonize someone that's acting like a demon? I don't need, whether you be black or white, I don't need to demonize you. You only demonize someone that has a good reputation, fairly good reputation. They're not perfect, but they have a fairly good reputation, and it's been that way for a while, and then you start speaking negatively about them in a systematic way. That's demonizing someone. You don't demonize someone who's already acting like a demon. And is it true that a lot of our young kids, particularly blacks, out here jumping on police cars, causing general mayhem, robbery, destruction, you name it, and you know I'm telling the truth, do we need to demonize them? No, we don't. They're already acting like demons at the very, and I'm being sarcastic, but you get what I'm saying. This man here is a clown. Anyway, nobody's of a lighter hue would utter the phrase, quote, "let's wait until the facts come out," Crump declared at the end of his race charge rant. End of article right there. Yeah, that's about all that could be said there. Right up the front, I see what this is all about. I don't have all the facts about what happened on the boat and what it. I don't have all the facts. I only read to you what was given in that article right there. Okay, there may be other articles that give a different spin on the situation. I'm pretty sure this is an ongoing investigation. But what I've read so far, the impression that I'm getting is that it is racially charged once again, like the Metcalf situation and Eric Anthony whatever situation was racially charged. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. Only this time it's a black person, right? All these people make me sick. When the Metcalf guy, I think Metcalf was the one that was the white guy that was stabbed, right? And the black boy, Anthony, right, was the one that ended up going to jail for it. They was all in defense of the black boy. Didn't matter that he took somebody's life. He was defending himself. Let's defend this black boy no matter what. Now we have, it's flipped. It's a black person that loses their life and it's three white friends, right? Oh, the reason why he lost his life was because these three white guys did something to, and this lawyer is basically saying that, okay, if you're saying, okay, there's evidence that they had an argument. Even if there's evidence that they had an argument prior, that what are you suggesting, sir? What are you suggesting? That they threw him over the boat or that they beat him up and stabbed him and threw him up? What are you suggesting? We don't know what happened at this point. We really don't. Now, like I said, there's an ongoing investigation, and it's possible they may have done something to him. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. They may have done something to him. They may have took his life or whatever and dumped him over or whatever. But I'm saying, but I highly doubt it. It sounds like to me he wanted to stay on the island to talk to some girl. He could tap that. And something happened there, more than likely something happened there. Somebody could have robbed him, who knows, or whatever, and he ended up being washed ashore. I don't know. But to insinuate that his three white friends had something to do with his death is speculative at the very least. Once again, it's an ongoing investigation, and I'm not making any judgment calls and saying that they didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. I'm just speaking based on the information that I have with me, and what I'm speaking on is how they, once again, the blackity-black, pro-black people are making it a racial issue off of some of the dumbest speculations. This is even worse than the Metcalf situation because there's so much speculation here with nothing really tied in. I'm seeing videos of people talking about on social media, talking about something. I told you guys about having right friends. I literally saw a video. It might have been TikTok or one of these, where this guy, this being in human flesh, is basically saying, warning black people not to have white friends. Negro, is you stupid? Do you have brain damage? It's this kind of stuff that keeps the division going. I don't see much of this stuff going on with white people. I'm pretty sure there are. But I see most of the racial rhetoric coming from black people. Why do we got to be the ones to be the dumbest people out here? Why we always got to be the ones that say stupid stuff? Why? It don't make no sense. Are we? Is there a demon that have taken over the black community? I'm beginning to believe so. Some kind of demon or something have taken over the black community because we say and do some of the craziest things and really believe it. I mean, we die hard on it. These white boys, they had something to do with this boy's death. And the family wants answers. And they have a right to want more answers. But what if all those boys were black? What if all those boys were black? Okay. What if all those boys were black, like that man's trying to make it? He tried to make it where if all the boys were black and the white guy that died was white, they would arrest the black boys immediately. See how stupid that is? But I say the other side. Okay, I'm speaking on the other side, the side that makes a little bit more sense, rather than making some dumb statement that they would police would arrest the black boy if it had been reversed and all the boys had been black except the boy that died was white, that they would have arrested all these other boys. That's a foolish statement, because on what ground? What precedent? What I would argue, had they all been black, you wouldn't hear anything from black people. As a matter of fact, a lot of pro-black people would have been rejoicing. I'm not saying it's exaggerating, because we have people that literally rejoice over the death of someone of another race or another political party, but mainly another race. You literally have people that do that, and I've literally heard and seen black people do it, rejoicing over it. See, if the lawyer was talking stupid, but if the other boys had been all black and the victim, or rather you could call it a victim because he wasn't, because there's no evidence that it was foul play, but we're still under investigation. I'm just using the term victim, as a way of for the sake of saying, was white and ended up dead. I guarantee you, no black person will be coming out saying anything. If anything that they would say, they would be defending those black boys, the other black boys on the boat. They'd be defending them. Oh, they were so kind, they were educated, they were this, that, and the other. But now that it's 3 or 4 white boys and 1 black guy, man, what I tell y'all about having white friends? Are you serious? Are you serious? You see the division? You see the division? These people need to shut the HELL up. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them, man. They're so divisive. I can't wait till Jesus come back. I swear. And I know I usually talk about this on these channels, but I can't wait for him to come back. He needs to stop all of this immediately, because I am sick and tired of the lies and the division coming from these people. I really am. I really am. They're some of the weakest, most immoral people that I know. And for Jennifer, with her haggardly looking self, to get on there and we love our children. How much money they paid you, fool? How much money did you get paid to do that? Because you ain't starring in anything right now that I know of. And if she is, I wouldn't know, because I don't watch mainstream media. I don't watch it. It stinks. It's full of Marxist BS and woke BS. Why would I watch that crap? But how much money you getting paid to say that, even on your social media? We love our children's black skin. Anyway, I wanted to respond to that because, and I tried to be professional as I possibly could, y'all. But y'all know I can't stand hearing these people talk half the time, because what they're saying is stupid. It's everything is being made racially charged. It is these blackly black pro groups that are doing this, and it's the white Marxists that pose as our friends that are on the outside stirring it up. Unbelievable. Wake the heck up, people. We're being pitted against each other over the craziest things, when we need to be uniting and coming together and praying for our nation and praying for each other. Anyway, that's what I had to say about that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.